I used to travel with over 20 pounds of professional camera gear that nearly got me kicked out of flights and destroyed my back. But this time, I'm gonna be traveling to Europe and I'm gonna be bringing everything that I need with me to create high quality content in a small, compact setup. And I'm about to show you exactly how I built this minimalist travel creator setup that eliminates 60% of the weight while actually improving my content quality. My name's Sebastian from Awake Abroad Media, and for the last 6 months, I've been almost exclusively filming with my phone. And I gotta say, it's been amazing. But more importantly, I've been perfecting this setup in anticipation for my Europe trip. And after a lot of trial and error, Reddit forums, and decision making, I finally found what I consider to be the perfect setup for anyone creating content on the go. But to be honest, it hasn't always been this straightforward and easy. When I started traveling 10 years ago, I used to haul around this massive backpack full of heavy professional equipment. Back in the day, there just wasn't the technology for a slim, minimalist setup. Phones just weren't good enough. And cameras, well, they are big and heavy. Fast forward to today, Jazz and I bought the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max specifically to eliminate this barrier. Turns out that using my phone puts a lot less attention on me and makes content creation a lot easier because I always have my phone on me. And as agency owners and content creators posting weekly YouTube videos, creating shorts and podcasts, I need a way to stay on top of all of my content creation while I'm traveling and fitting everything into an 8-kilogram bag. Plus, we can't afford to just stop creating content just because we're traveling. And by the end of this video, you will have a complete blueprint for creating high quality content while traveling without breaking your back or your bank account. Now, let's start with the foundation, the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, you may be thinking, Seb, why don't you just use the phone by itself? Well, there's a few accessories that are gonna truly unlock the full potential of this phone as a professional camera. And we're gonna kick this off by talking about the Komolo MG05 MagSafe tripod for the iPhone. And this isn't just a tripod. It's got a MagSafe adapter so you can actually just connect your phone directly onto it. It's very strong. You know, I'm risking my phone here and it's not falling off. It also has this cold shoe adapter right here where you can attach a light, a microphone, or anything else that you want. It also turns into a tripod. Just extend the legs like this. You can put it down like that. And it has 3/4-inch screws that you can use to connect it to a tripod. And one of my favorite features is that you can put this directly onto your tripod head and just lock it in. You can also use it as a top handle and for horizontal and vertical filming. And next is this Hagabus SSD enclosure. This is what I use for external storage for the iPhone. I actually made a full video on this breakdown. I'll link it up here. This thing is amazing. I put a 1 terabyte SSD drive in there. It has a USB 2.0 for your wireless microphone, and it has the plug that goes straight onto the phone so you can record directly from your phone onto the hard drive. And it has a PD 100 watt charger. And one of the awesome things about this Hagabus SSD enclosure is that it's MagSafe. So you can put it directly onto your phone and directly onto the tripod. And inside of this enclosure, I have a 1 terabyte Crucial M.2 SSD with nearly 1,000 megabytes per second write speeds. That's fast enough to record ProRes 422 directly into the drive. Now for audio, I got 2 recommendations. My longtime favorite, Hollyland Lark M2, if you're on the budget side, but my most current, most favorite microphone is the DJI Mic 2. This microphone is what I'm using right now, and it is amazing. It can record internally, it can record into the camera, and I can plug it in directly to the top of this SSD enclosure to record directly onto the phone. I can also connect it to the phone using Bluetooth and to another camera, which I'll be telling you about in a moment. Of course, while you're traveling, power is gonna be one of those really essential things to have with you. For that reason, I got this 10,000 milliamp power bank that is MagSafe. This little power bank attaches directly to my phone and can charge my phone wirelessly 1.5 times. And if I use the cable, it has a 20-watt power output, which will charge my phone extremely fast. I also purchased this Ugreen cable organizer pouch, and inside of it, I have a few other gadgets that are essential to this lightweight travel setup. Of course, I'm gonna have external storage. So this is my Samsung 2 terabyte SSD. I also have this Ugreen all-in-one USB-C adapter where I can plug in a memory card, USB-A, USB-C power, and an HDMI. I'm also using the Samsung T7 SSD, one of my favorite SSDs. It's really lightweight, it's really cheap to buy, and they're really reliable. I edit a lot of my content off of these two drives. I also have this 5-in-1 USB-C adapter. It's got 4 USB-C plugs and 1 USB-C power input. This adapter is super lightweight and is an essential part of my build because of how many cables I have to plug into my computer sometimes. Also inside of this pouch, I'll have my 20-watt iPhone charger, the cables that go along with it, and my MacBook Air M4 charger with the cable. And the nice thing about this pouch is that it fits most of these things inside of it without taking much space. There you go, it all fits in here. The only thing that doesn't fit in there is the DJI Mic 2, but they come with their own pouch, so I'm gonna be just carrying this separately. Now you may be wondering, what about lighting? Well, I'm gonna be traveling with these Ulanzi VL110 lights. And these lights are amazing. I got one right up here. They are RGB, so they can change color, they can change temperature, they have a bunch of effects, and best of all, they are super lightweight. They have a built-in battery that charges with a USB-C cable. And instead of hauling around a big light panel or one of those square ones, these tube lights are very modular and they can fit anywhere in my backpack without taking much space. And it's a nice diffused light, so I can just basically put these anywhere without having to put anything in front of it. The next critical piece of this lightweight travel setup is this 15-inch M4 MacBook Air. I did a whole review on this where I break down how it performs for video editing, but I gotta say I'm very pleased with it. It's also very, very light, and for that reason, I think this is my top choice for traveling. Whether you go for the 13-inch or the 15-inch, these computers are very powerful and they're a lot lighter than a MacBook Pro. And this comes from someone that has been using MacBook Pros religiously for the last 10 years. I can confidently tell you that this computer is extremely capable, and it's something that is gonna save me a lot of back pain and hopefully a lot of baggage fees as well. And you may be thinking that, well, it's a MacBook Air, so is it actually capable? Inside of this, I actually put a 1TB SSD and 32 gigabytes of RAM. So it is very capable to edit 4K footage, and it's got tons of storage if I need it as well. Another piece of tech that I'm gonna be bringing with me is the DJI Osmo Action 5. It's been a really amazing camera. The fact that you can get it wet, it shoots 4K, and the fact that it's a rugged action camera that I can basically do anything with has made this my top camera for travel content creation, especially for those times where you don't wanna be risking your phone. Another cool thing about the DJI Osmo Action 5 is that you can connect the DJI wirelessly to the camera so that you don't need any more cables. So if you are gonna be traveling and you are gonna be needing a camera that you're gonna be using for swimming, jumping off cliffs, attaching it to a vehicle or something like that, 2 more things that I wanna mention in this video. The first is the drone. Now, a lot of European countries, actually a lot of countries around the world, have been putting a lot of restrictions on drone weight and size. And unfortunately, I will not be able to take my DJI Mavic Air 2S. The reason for that is that I'm most likely gonna have to get some permit or something like that. And because I'm going to a bunch of different countries, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. If you do wanna travel with a drone, I did some research and I found the DJI Mini 4 Pro to be the best option. It's under 250 grams, so you don't have to register, and it can shoot extremely high quality content, which in my opinion is a win-win because prior to that drone, the Mini series wasn't all that great for travel in comparison to the Mavic Air series. But now that they have this Pro line of the Mini, it just changes everything. So I may be selling this one and picking that one up soon. Now let's talk backpacks, because for the longest time, I was using this Low Pro 450 AW. This is an amazing bag. I really, really love it. But as you can see, it's very, very big, and it's not something that fits underneath an airplane seat, and it's definitely something you're gonna be charged for more when you're traveling. So I've been looking for a backpack that is lightweight, fits underneath the seat, and fits all of this gear and a lot more, on top of being ergonomic and affordable. And this is my bag of choice, the Osprey Nebula laptop backpack. It's capable of fitting a 17-inch laptop, and it fits underneath the airplane seats. So if you want to bring it on as a personal item, you can, although you cannot be stuffing it to the brim. But the reason why I chose this backpack is because it's very lightweight, it's very ergonomic, sleek and comfortable, and it fits everything that I need it to fit. And I also like the fact that it's kind of like a hiking backpack, so I can take it out for long walks whenever I'm in a city. So it's essentially a hybrid between a travel backpack and a day pack. Now let's talk numbers. Assuming that you do have one of the most recent iPhones and that you already own a capable laptop, let's break down the cost of all of this gear. The Hagabus SSD enclosure and the hard drive that goes inside will be under $200. The DJI Mic 2 you can get for under $300. The Hagabus tripod mount you can get for around $40. The power bank goes for around $30 depending which one you choose. And this Ugreen travel organizer was only $23. The Osprey Nebula commuter backpack is currently on sale for $111. So in summary, you can get all of this gear for under $500. And in my opinion, that's a great deal because a lot of these things are things that you'll buy once and you'll keep for many, many years, or you may already own a lot of these things. So if you're planning a trip and you wanna create high quality content while you're on the go, I'm gonna be linking all of these products down in the description below. And if you wanna see the setup in action, make sure to click subscribe because I'm gonna be filming throughout my entire time in Europe. And I'll even be creating some travel vlogs for our other channel, Awake and Abroad. I'm also curious, what is your biggest challenge while creating content while traveling? Let me know in the comment section below. My name is Sebastian and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.